What's up, YouTube? Here to show you how to do a DIY e-juice. You're going to need 4 ingredients. You're going to need your nicotine solution, your vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, and your flavorings. I'm going to be making strawberry milk today. I got all these from where'sthelabs.com. I have ordered from Nick Vape, as you see in these bottles, but that was when I first started making my own juice a couple years ago. And I do not recommend going to them just because their prices are overly high, and I don't think their flavors are really that strong of flavoring. But let's get down to it. If you're making this for dripping, I do recommend you use 10% flavoring, and if you're making it for tanks, I recommend 20% flavoring. For this recipe, I'm going to be using a little over 10% flavoring just because I'm going to be using strawberry ripe, and strawberry ripe is a very light strawberry flavor. And for this recipe, you're going to need Sweet Strawberry by Capella, Strawberry Ripe by TFA, and French Vanilla by Capella. And let's get started on this. This is going to be a 3 milligram recipe. We'll just do French Vanilla first. And this is a 30 ml, by the way. You're going to want 1 ml of French Vanilla. 1.5 mils of the ripe strawberry. Let me clean out my syringe here. You don't want to contaminate your flavors together. So I just fill up a little shot glass of water and just pretty much, strain it out that way. This is how I do it. You don't have to do it that way. But, all right, 1.5 of the strawberry ripe. You're going to want a higher amount of the strawberry ripe because, like I said earlier, it is a very light flavor. There. All right, and then you're going to want a half mil of the sweet strawberry. So let's get in there. That's a little much. There you go. And you put it in there. Bam. Done with the flavorings. I put 1 mil of PG in here. I'm usually not much of a PG person because the flavorings do contain PG. So make sure to remember that when if you want a certain, blend like a 70-30 or anything like that. But I usually, for 30 mils, I always put about 1 milliliter of PG in there because I'm not really caring about ratios right now. Yeah, that's 1 mil. So 1 mil of PG. I usually add my nicotine before I do the VG, and this nicotine is 100 milligrams per milliliter. And when using nicotine, you want to be really careful because it is toxic if you get on your skin. And for this, you're going to want to put 0.9 of a milliliter. And I always use a different syringe too. If you notice the blunt tip, it's, I would say, purple. It's different from my other ones, so I know this is my only for my nicotine. And for this recipe, I'm not putting 0.9. I'm just going to put 0.7 just because I like to go a little lighter than the 3 milligrams when I make my own juice sometimes. So I would put that in. Yep. Make sure you always recap your nicotine because you don't want to have an accidental spill. Then for the VG, I just add the rest in. I don't actually measure just because it's easier this way. I usually leave a tiny bit of space so I can shake it so it mixes easier. If you fill it all the way up to the top, it's hard to mix. And I put it in. And then I shake the crap out of it. Might as well take a vape. Then once I see it's all shooken up, I don't know if you can see, but you see all the air bubbles in there. Then I usually add a little bit more VG in there just to top it off. But for now, just keep it like that. And you're going to want steeping time's all up to you. If you really want to steep it, you can vape it right now. It tastes pretty good when you vape it right now. But if you do let it sit, it will taste a bit better. I usually try to let my juice sit at least for a day. That way, if all the air bubbles will out and everything's good to go. But yeah, that's how I make my DIY e-juice. It's very simple. It was an easy, simple recipe. It tastes a little similar to the Milkman. Not really identical, but it's a nice, easy beginner's juice making flavor. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and I'll be bringing more DIY videos sometime soon. See ya.